Hello my fellow readers. In this video I'm going to be going over my anticipated reads for 2023. This is kind of interesting one. There's way too many. But also I have read some of these already because I did and do have advanced reader copies for them. But in general, I'm going to try to go through my list, and if I have read them already, I'll try to let you know. But as of right now, and I just have a list that goes until June, there are over 80 titles. It looks like I have about 87 titles that I'm looking forward to reading. These do include regular novels and light novels, but not manga. So no manga is included on here. And I'll try to just go through these. I'm probably not going to talk that in depth about any of them, but just go through like a general list. Number one, and these were also all put in by anticipated release date. So number one was Tress of the Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson. I already got the book in and I've already read it. I was part of the Kickstarter campaign and it was really good. Next is The Villa, which I purchased recently. So I'll be getting to that one, by Rachel Hawkins. And next is The Stolen Heir, which I also got in recently by Holly Black, and it better be good because we're going to make up for that whole Book of Night fiasco. Moving on. Next is Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute, which is Talia Hibbert, and it's a YA romance, but it sounds really cute. 6 is Hellbent by Leigh Bardugo. This is the follow-up to The Ninth House, and I also just got that in recently, and I look forward to reading it. Next is Just the Nicest Couple. That's Mary Kubica, which if you saw my previous video where I chose for my TBR, that was the book that I borrowed from the library, and it was really good. And then I ended up buying it, but as a gift. The next one is Lost in the Moment and Found. This is the next book in the Wayward Children series, and I finished the advanced reader copy of quite a while ago, and it's also very good. Next is a light novel, The White Cat's Revenge as Plotted from the Dragon King's Lap, Volume 6. I have not gotten to read this series yet, but I wanted to mark down what volumes we were at, because I think I have the first 5 volumes, so I got to make sure I pick that one up. Next is another one I've already read and would recommend. It's How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix, and it's good, y'all. There's a lot of family drama and emotionality in there, but there's also like creepy doll puppet things that attack people, and it's really good. The next is Mysteries of Thorn Manor, which is a novella, and I recently got it. It's a novella companion to Sorcery of Thorns, which is really, really good, by Margaret Rogerson. And then there's a light novel I want to pick up and read, Bride of the Barrier Master, Volume 1, and I think it's by the author... Shoot, which author is it? They have another series. I'll check it out. The author is Kureha, so I will look and see, because I know there's another series they do that I also have on there. Another light novel coming out is Volume 4 of Sibiculi Bisco. Yes. And then next is another light novel that I want to pick up and read, but this is Volume 2, even though I need to pick up Volume 1, and that's Sugar Apple Fairy Tale. It just looks cute, and I want to pick it up. Then there's YA by Emma Lord. I'm pretty sure it's YA. I don't think it's adult. Begin Again. That looked good. And there's a cute book, Georgie All Along. Looks good. Cassandra Clare's Chain of Thorns, which is the 3rd volume. I can't remember what this part of the series is, but it's a Shadowhunters book. And then Finlay Donovan Jumps the Gun, which I've already talked about. I have read the arc of that one. And if you like Finlay Donovan, pick up this one. It's not as good as 1 and 2, but it's still good. You need to read it. That's it. and then The Drift by CJ Tudor. Those are my January picks. Moving on to February, there is going to be Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey. Tessa Bailey's romances are something that I'll just pick up on a whim. Like, I know I usually will have like an okay time with them, and there's not too much overthinking. So, there you go. Next is Someone Else's Shoes, which is by Jojo Moyes. So, it's probably going to be good. Then, Don't Fear the Reaper, which is the follow-up to My Heart is a Chainsaw by Stephen Graham Jones. I'm going to be getting that one. Then The Twisted Dead is by Darcy Coates, who I've read at least one of their work. Then The Love Scribble, which just looked cute, by Amy Meyerson. And then Maureen, which is by Rachel Joyce. This is the third book in the Harold Fry series. And I think the UK title, I don't think this is the American title. One is just Maureen, and the other one is Maureen Fry and the Angel of the North, which I think is kind of cool. But whatever. The next book is Our Share of Night. And that one's just one people I'm talking about, so I added it to my list. And then The Last Tale of the Flower Bride is by Roshani Chokshi. And I like the look of the cover. It looks really good. Next is The Pledge by Cal Dietrich. It's been a while since I read one of his books. I want to read... Which one did I miss? There was one that came out like a year or two ago, and I still need to read it. I really was hoping there'd be an audio, but I don't think there was, so I think I gotta try to just read the book. Then there's I Have Some Questions for You, which is by Rebecca Mackay, who wrote... Oh my gosh, I spaced out on it, but it's very good. So I'm looking forward to see what this book is like. And then there's The Writing Retreat by Julia Bartz, which I think just sounded cute. And then Chitose is in the Ramune Bottle, Volume 3, light novel, will be out. And then the Hirano and Kagiura light novel is going to be released. I'm really excited about that one. And then let's see, there's A Day of Fallen Night, which is the companion book to The Priory of the Orange Tree, which I'm a little upset about because I really liked The Priory of the Orange Tree to just be a standalone fantasy book because we don't get a lot of those. But it's fine. It's a companion. You can choose whether or not to read it. I guess that's okay. Next is The Angel Maker, which I am currently reading the advanced reader copy for by Alex North. And so far, so good. I like it. It's a little like creepy and twisted. I'm trying to figure out how things are happening. But I haven't worked it all out yet. I'm about 25% through the book. It's good so far. Then The Adventures of Amina Al-Sarafi, which is by S.A. Chakraborty. Yeah, I'm going to see what she writes next, because that was good. Then The Case Files of Julia Richard, Volume 3. Still trying to figure out where Volume 2 is, like print-wise. Then The Curator by Owen King. Yeah, I want to see what else Owen has written. And then The Foxglove King by Hannah Witten. I liked Hannah Witten's For the Wolf duology, so gonna check that out. That's all of February so far. Again, these are all like anticipated dates and months. I didn't give the specific dates, I think, because there's still been like some wobbliness with publication dates. But I'm just going to give you the month and just anticipate it sometime in there. I could go over and tell you, oh, I just noticed, wait a minute, the last two, the Owen King and the Hannah Witten, are actually March. My color scheme went off. I have them like color blocked. And my color scheme is off. I missed those two being in March. But the order that I say them is when they're coming out in the month. And you can check Goodreads or your local publishing place that you like to shop at or go to, they'll have more of the dates there. So next is Tyranid Empire Volume 8 will be out in March. And then Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers, which is by Jessica Sutanto, who wrote a Dial A for Aunties, which was really cute. So I'm looking forward to that one. And then Feed Them Silence by Lee Mandello, who wrote, oh goodness, I just spaced on the name. It was like the creepy one. I reviewed it. It's gone. But anyway, I liked that one. So I'm looking forward to seeing the next. And then The Half-Burnt House, another Alex North book. And then we have Volume 2, no, not Volume 2, Volume 3 of the light novel series Secrets of the Silent Witch, which I still need to read Volume 1 for, but I am intrigued enough to get the release date for Volume 3. And then Lone Woman, which is by Victor LaValle. I really loved The Changeling by Victor LaValle. It was so creepy and good. And next, A House with Good Bones by T. Kingfisher. And then Loyalty by Lisa Scottolini. And then finishing up March, we have 2 books that I've actually already read. And they are Into the Light by Marco Shiro and To Put Away Childish Things by Adrian Tchaikovsky. So those are the upcoming releases through March. I do have more, but I think it's still like tentative about release dates and everything, so I'm not going to go too far into it. Maybe I'll do a part 2 of this for spring releases, like April through June, sometime in the future. Maybe release it around March or early April. But that's it for now. And I may also link my little sheet down below if I can do that, if I remember to do that. I'll list it, and then you can see what I have down through June. I haven't done like July through the end of the year yet, but I do have the first half of the year. That is it for this video. Until next time, bye.